It makes the biggest difference.
So now I got these voices.
Hello my beautiful YouTube friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Haley if you don't already know. So there is a couple reasons why you're watching this video. One is because you actually want to learn how to be a morning person, how to get up early in the morning. Number two is if you are subscribed to my channel already. Also, if you are not subscribed, make sure to subscribe because I make a new video every Sunday and Wednesday. And then number three, maybe you just happened to stumble upon this video. Again, if that happened, make sure to subscribe to this channel. We are going to be talking about how to actually wake up early. My entire life, I have been a morning person. Have I always gotten up early? No. But I enjoy the mornings. I love watching the sunrise. I love being up first thing in the morning before everybody else is awake. It's peaceful. I need some peace in my life. However, I'm gonna give you all of my tips, all of the things that I have done throughout the years, so that way I can get up really early. If you haven't already seen, I do have a 4:30 a.m. morning routine on my channel. I will link that down in the description bar if you wanna go watch that. Right now, I don't wake up every single day at 4:30, but there are some days where I do wake up at 4:30, but I am always up between 4:30 or 5:30. I normally don't sleep in past 5:30 anymore unless I had a really late night the night before. I just wanted to mention that so you don't get a wrong idea. I'm trying to be real here. I don't think we need any more introduction to this video. You get the point. Let's get into it. So the very first thing, before you even actually do any actions to wake up early, you need to ask yourself, why the heck am I waking up early? If there's no reason behind it besides for the fact that you want to get up early, it's going to be extremely difficult because even though I have motivation to wake up early, it's still difficult for me to sometimes to actually get myself out of bed. So if you don't have any reason why you want to get up early, if it's literally just to get up early, it's going to take a lot more effort. However, it is possible, but I do think it's going to be more of a longer process to get to become a morning person. Second thing I want you to do is look at the environment around you. If everybody is going to bed really late around you, it's going to be much harder for you to go to sleep earlier. The reason I wanted to mention that was because when I lived in the dorms at school, it was extremely difficult for me to go to bed early because I was hearing all of the other people that were around me, and my roommate didn't go to bed early, and for me to actually fall asleep was extremely difficult. I couldn't really get up early at all, or I took a lot of naps. Making sure that waking up early is actually practical for you and your lifestyle versus if you get home from work at 10 o'clock at night and don't get into bed till 11 o'clock, waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning is not practical because you can't get 8 hours of sleep that way. Anywho, so now that we got those out of the way, let's start getting into the actual steps that I do, actual things that have helped me become a morning person. Number one thing is what you need to do the day before. Say you're so used to going to bed at like midnight, 1 a.m. You need to make sure what you do during the day is so tiring. And I'm not saying like you need to work out like all day long. I'm saying you need to kind of be busy so that way when you go to lay in bed, you're so tired that you instantly fall asleep. It's going to be a lot harder to fall asleep earlier if you are laying on the couch all day or if you're doing nothing, because even I go to bed early and I still struggle to fall asleep when I'm doing nothing all day long. Make sure what you're doing is keeping you busy, keeping you up, keeping you active. That way when you want to try to go to bed earlier, you're able to actually fall asleep. Going along with that, make sure to take it like one day at a time. You can either jump right into it and like go to bed at like 8:30 and wake up at like 4:30, and then the next night you'll be extremely tired and go to bed at 8:30 and do it again. I find that way I burn out, like I would burn out quicker. Eventually I would just give up and I would just want to go to bed, or I would just sleep in the next day. Like for me, that's not very practical, but what is practical is slowly going to bed earlier and earlier and earlier and earlier. Maybe one day instead of going to bed at 1 a.m. you go to bed at 12:30, and then the next night you go to bed at 12:15, and then slowly back it up until you're like 10 o'clock at night. Make sure to take these things slow. It's not going to be an overnight process. It's also a lot of tricking your mind into waking up early and wanting to wake up earlier. It's going to take some time. I just want to make that mental note. It's going to take a lot of brain power to actually wake up. Anyway, let's say you have tired yourself out for the day. Now it's time to do everything you can at night. A nighttime routine, nighttime steps are really crucial to waking up early in the morning. First thing I would say is set out everything you can. And the reason for this is if you're not used to waking up, you want to make everything as easy as possible when you wake up in the morning because you're going to be tired and you don't want to exert a lot of energy. Not only just set out your clothes, yeah, that can be great. If you're going to wear makeup the next day, lay out all your makeup. Lay out your toothbrush, your toothpaste, get a glass of water ready maybe for the next day. Just like little things, but set out as much as you can at night. That way you make it the easiest for yourself in the morning and you don't really have to think about anything that you're going to do until you have to like do some work, and by that time your brain will be awake then and you can continue on. I just find that this one not only makes my mornings go by a lot faster or like lets me get more stuff done because I'm not thinking about like what to wear, what makeup I should put on, like stuff like that, getting out things. I'm not wasting any time doing that, and it just helps me mentally not have to think about those things, which is really nice. I feel like my brain is just wired today. Anyway, so the next thing, and I know this is the hardest thing to do, and that's put down your phone, put away your computer, put away technology. I know, I'm not even really good at this still. A lot of the times I'm good at putting away my phone and then I kind of watch YouTube videos because I'm like, at least it's not right here, it's like farther away. We're still working on that, but I do every single night before I go to bed is I read. I actually read until like I cannot keep my eyes open anymore and I'm so exhausted that I need to go to bed. The reason I do this is because I just want to make sure that I'm tired before I go to sleep, so that way when I do sleep, I will sleep through the night. I mentioned this kind of in my last video. It just makes me not think about anything throughout the day, not think about anything that is stressing me out, kind of like an escape for a little while. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, I don't read before bed. Then maybe color or journal or do something that you're not going to be on a screen for. Maybe even just sit down and like talk to someone for a while. Just don't look at a screen. And I know you know this because everybody says it. Don't look at a screen before bed because it ruins with your like eyes and your, what is it, the circadian rhythm? Is that what it's called? I didn't think much of this. I didn't really believe that my phone was causing me not to be able to fall asleep at night. But oh my goodness, it makes the biggest difference. I fall asleep so much quicker on the nights that I read a book before bed or something. Holy cow. If you take one thing away from this, take that away. Either read a book, do something, don't be on your phone before bed. A lot of people say like 2 hours before bed is like ideal, 1 hour is great. I maybe put my phone away maybe a half hour before I go to bed. Someday I'll probably put my phone away for an hour, but just right now it's not really something that I want to do. I would say at least for 10 minutes. If you're not used to it, start with like a good 5 to 10 minutes of putting your phone away before bed and then slowly increase that time. I forgot to mention, before you read your book, write out a to-do list to do for the next day. This is something that I do, and I don't know if I'm just weird. I just love lists. I think I have an issue with to-do lists. I know I'm not the only one, but I love lists. When I write out a to-do list, it actually gets me really excited for the next day. I don't know if I'm weird, but it gets me excited to like get everything that I want to done for the next day. Here's the thing though, if it stresses you out writing out a to-do list, don't do it. I don't want you to go to bed stressed, but if you're like me, write out your to-do list and it gets me excited for the next day. It gets me prepared to know what I need to get done, and it gets me excited to wake up in the morning and start doing it ASAP. And then you read your book. One more thing, if you have the option, try to dim the lights in your room if that's an option when you're reading your book or coloring or journaling or something. Dimming the lights really just helps you get in that mind frame that like, okay, it's bedtime, lights are dimmer, makes a world of difference. Now that we're all past that, let's talk about what to do in the morning. The first thing, and I know this is extremely difficult, is to get up as soon as your alarm goes off. And I know for most people this is extremely difficult. In fact, for me, I can get up like pretty much right away because I've conditioned myself probably for about 4 or 5 years now to get up on that first alarm. However, my husband, Chris, he is not very good at this. In fact, if he wants to get up really early, I have to wake him up. He's a snoozer, and it's a pet peeve of mine, and I think that's probably why. I hate when I hit snooze and the alarm goes off and then I am more tired And I hate hearing other people's alarm go off and then they snooze it and then I hear it go off again. It makes me so upset. I don't know why. So I wake him up. That's gonna be the toughest thing to do. And here's the thing, there's no trick to condition yourself to get up on that first alarm. Honestly, it comes down to discipline. You would need to discipline yourself to do it. It's just not gonna get better, especially if you made it a huge habit to hit snooze about 1,000 times. The only thing I can say to do is make sure that maybe you do something that's exciting the next day so you're excited to wake up. Don't set more than one alarm. Do the thing where you like count to 3, where you're like 1, 2, 3 and go. Because the hardest thing is getting out of bed. Once you're out of bed and you like get up, go to the bathroom and brush your teeth, that's the first thing I do in the morning. As soon as I'm done brushing my teeth, I'm already awake for the day. The hardest thing is getting out of bed. And I would be lying if I said that it's easy for me every single day. I know it's difficult, but you need to do it because this will be the #1 thing that will teach you to wake up early. The next thing is having a morning routine. I have said this 1,000 times. I love morning routines, even if it's not super long. Kind of like I said, is I get up, I go straight to the bathroom and do my business, but then I brush my teeth right after. And as soon as I'm done brushing my teeth, it kind of wakes me up and I'm kind of ready for the day after that point. So having a morning routine, whether this is getting work done straight away, whether it's working out, getting changed into your workout clothes, or maybe it's just literally getting up and being able to take a slower morning, being able to get up, brush your teeth, get some water, like being able to relax a little in the morning. I personally just love morning routines, and I feel like having a routine that you set every single day will help you wake up because it will just become natural for you to do that routine. And by the time you're done doing your normal morning routine, you're awake, you're ready, and you're ready to tackle the day. Give this video a like if you'd like to see my new updated morning routine. Anyway, I think that is everything for this video. I really hope that you guys took away something from this video. I hope that you enjoy mornings. I love the morning. I just find it so quiet and peaceful. Paisley's not awake. she's sleeping. But I really enjoy being a morning person. I feel like it has made me be able to get more work done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a like if you did, and make sure to subscribe to my channel because I make minimalism, intentional living, and healthy lifestyle videos. And I have some pretty exciting content coming up and I want to share it with you guys. So make sure you subscribe for that. And then comment down below if you are a morning person or a night owl, because I'm really interested to see how many morning people and how many night owls we have on here. All right, I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.